Park, Ohio. Tonight, Waycross the WCM will present tonight's playoff action between your Winton Woods Warriors and the Kings Knights. I'm Jacob Williams, and along with my partner Tom Hall, we'll be bringing you the action live from Winton Woods High School. Now that that Halloween and the cusp of November are here, the Warrior Nation must not lose sight of who they are. Much of what's keeping this 2020 squad dancing is defense, which essentially pitched two shutouts at the Cougars. But it's time for the meat of the 2020, and I look forward to how the Warriors, Coach Dre, responds to the November call to kick it up a notch. The primary way for that to happen is for the defense to come to the party, as they have done all year. Andrew Booker, number 11, senior, 6'3", 235. Number 24, Quentin Jenkins, sophomore, 5'10", 160. Defensive end, number 44, Jaron Gibson, sophomore, 6'1", 230. And safety, number 27, Maurice Daniels, 5'10", 170. Linebacker, number 4, Cortez Foster Gatewood, a senior at 5'10", 195. Linebacker, Cam Sanders, 6' senior at 225. Coming up with 7 Blues, number 7, a senior at 6'1", 200 pounds. And a defensive back, number 5, Caleb Tubbs, 6'1", 174. Defensive back, Tamarian Mamba Crumpley, 6'2", 180. Defensive lineman, number 58, Teron Macklin, senior, 5'10", 260. And defensive lineman, number 99, Mikhail Diesel Stewart at 6'1", 305. And last but not least is linebacker, number 32, Q Williams, 6', 215. And these are the defenders that the Warriors are going to need to push them through deeper through the month of November, Tom.
This is, I think, going to be a great game. The Warriors have their hands full tonight. The Warriors come in here at 8-0. This is a fourth-round playoff, and the Warriors are 8-0, but Kings is 7-0. And the teams statistically look pretty similar. The Kings Knights score an average of 44 points a game and have given up an average of 17 points a game. The Warriors have scored an average of 35 points a game and given up 11.5 points a game. So we'll see what happens here, but it looks like two evenly matched teams. Should be a great game.
It should be a great game as we see Tom, Kings Knights ready to step into this ball. The Warriors, the Knights won the toss and deferred, and here he goes, and the kick is off, and this game is underway. Touched up at the 5-yard line by the Warriors, straight north with the ball, through a crowd of traffic, still on his feet, and he's able to maintain his position across the 35-yard line to about the 36.
That'll be a good start for the Warriors. Get them out starting out over their 35-yard line. It's a nice run back. Hole up the middle, and our friend number 22, who's done so much for this team, took advantage of it.
So we see the Warrior offense out on the field on the far hash mark, sending Mr. Steele in the slot over the far side. Marnie Steele spikes back there with him in the pistol. Straight drop for Wingfield. He throws this ball deep. Back shoulder adjustment, and that ball is caught. Nice adjustment by number 12 on that ball.
What a great catch. What a great play. Very little pressure. He was able to fling it over there to the sideline, and the receiver caught it.
And the Warriors are up on the ball fast. They got trips right. Wingfield back there, the pistol. And the spikes, whistle, stops the action here.
That's too bad because Tyvon Bowler had the ball out there on the right and he had blockers in front of him. They faked, to number 22, Tyrek Spikes, and threw the pass over to Bowlers. So unfortunately, that was called back.
You got 1st and 5, ball on 29. Spikes with the carry, muscles in there, picks up. He's inside the 25-yard line to the 24.
Yeah, Tyrek Spikes is averaging over 100 yards a game. He's been a real good, consistent player for the Warriors all season long.
Yeah, and he's a senior. You got Imani Steele, another senior. But they got guys coming up.
Oh, there's a lot of young talent on this team.
Wingfield awaiting the snap. He's got trips to the far side of the screen. There's Spikes with the give, trying to beat this guy to the corner. And he's able to turn the corner, pick up about 4 yards on the play.
Yeah, that's Spike's great speed. He is so quick.
10:30 left to go in the first quarter. Warriors waiting for the snap. Spikes with the carry, dashes around the would-be tackler, takes what he can get. Looks like he muscles in there for about 2 yards.
Yeah, the Knights had the middle plugged up there pretty well. See the Knights playing off their blocks.
Spikes is going to be coming out of the game. Now they got Imani Steele in there to address this 3rd and 3 play. Steele back there with Wingfield. There's Steele. No, Wingfield keeps it, and he's got this ball out in the air, but somehow it falls back into the arms of a Winton Woods Warrior who advances this thing.
The King Knights brought the fake to number 3 there. They faked it to Imani Steele. The Kings Knights went for it, and Wingfield made a great play on the left side.
Okay, so they're on the 6-yard line of the Kings Knights. Trips right. Wingfield back there with Spikes. There's a snap. They come in there, they blitz him, and Wingfield is going to lose a couple yards on that play.
Andrew Villardigi broke that up, number 71. He invited himself into the backfield there, and no chance for Wingfield.
2nd and goal. Down to 9 minutes left in the quarter. Trips right. See what the Warriors can come up with on this 2nd and goal. Wingfield. There's a give to Spikes, and he plants his foot and gets what he can. Looks like he's going to make it down about the 7-yard line.
It looked like he had a pretty good hole there, but it closed very quickly. Right there, it looks like he has a hole, but
yeah, he didn't hit it fast enough because those blocks were substantial enough blocks. But 3rd down 6, we're going to call it here.
There's a player down, one of the Kings Knights.
See the Warrior defense on the sideline staying loose, so till it's their turn to get in this ball game.
This has been a very good start for the Winton Woods Warriors, but this is a big play coming up here. I got a 3rd and 6, your 3rd and goal here, and you'd really like to come out of this with 7 points.
Before we go too far, the Knights officials are Matthew Kleiner, Grant Stanley, Marvin Doyle, Andy Douglas, and Jason Arthur. So these two teams, the luck would have it, they didn't play each other. They were scheduled to play the first game, but now they're going to play in which will be one of these teams' last game.
Yeah, they were co-winners of the conference, but they never met during the season. That was number 55, A.J. Daly, who was hurt, and looks like he has a leg injury. It's unfortunate, helping him off the field over there.
So A.J. Daly is going to come off the field. He was going to be dependent on senior defensive lineman See the Warriors on the ball, getting ready to address this third down goal. Trips right. Wingfield looking to throw this ball to the right. They got him flushed out of the pocket. Wingfield's running, get what he can. He cuts inside. It would be tackled, but they got him stopped. Looks like about near the 2-yard line they got him shut down.
It was number 54, Bradley Cefalu, who messed that play up by getting into the backfield and chasing Wingfield. Wingfield wanted to throw it. He had 3 receivers over there on the right side, but Cefalu messed that play up for the Warriors.
Looks like Coach Parker's going to just stay in the field goal attempt and roll the dice here on this 4th and 3. 7:52 left to go in the quarter here. Wingfield waiting for the snap. He's got the ball. He gives the spikes. Or excuse me, he gives the steal, but it's not there.
Now the Kings defenders had the line of scrimmage plugged up.
Yeah, one steal had to stop to make that cut. That was going to be it.
Yeah, you can see that there just is no the blocking, the defensive line and the linebackers of the Kings Knights did a great job of just standing their ground there along the line of scrimmage. What a great play for Kings and what an unfortunate play for the Warriors.
Well, this is where the Warrior defense, as I said earlier, they're going to have to stand up, kind of carry this team on their shoulders for now to get them started.
Yeah, field position is very big in games, and if this is a close game like I think it's going to be, the field position will be very, very important.
And we'll see what the defense comes up with. They certainly got to keep them pinned in now. They can't just let these guys out of the shadow of their end zone in one big chunk play here. Coker runs up in there and nothing doing, maybe to the 5-yard line is it. Quentin Jenkins again on these stops, and he's been the man. So it's going to be 2nd down here. Will Coker in the pistol back there. He hands off. This guy's trying to get around in, and he can't make it to the goal. It's going to be short of scrimmage, so it's going to be lost on the play.
Yeah, it looked like Jaron Gibson was the one over there, number 44. This is really hard to do. The Winton Woods Warriors defensively can match an offense with speed. And those outside plays against the Warriors, if you don't use misdirection, it's hard to gain yards on against the Warriors.
3rd and 11 here. Ward defense has to get off the field. This guy's rolling, throwing across his body, incomplete, over everyone's head over there.
His deep receiver actually had a step on the defender, but the pass was not where they wanted it to be. So a good stand for the Warriors. Force the punt.
It's a good force this punt. Warriors got number 1, Tyron Bowler, waiting for this punt, standing on the Kings 44-yard line.
Yeah, Warriors should get this ball in good shape.
Or defense acting like they want to come for this kick. And the kick is off. Mamba with the catch. He circles around, he picks up 4 yards, and he's still on his feet down the sideline. Whistles are blowing, but he never did hit the ground.
The flag came in late. He stepped out about the 30-yard line, stepped out of bounds. It was a good punt. Deep in your end zone, you got it out to 45. So who's the penalty? This is a big penalty. Who's it on? Personal foul.
Chop block.
Warriors.
Well, that foul is going to set the Warriors back, where they're going to march this thing and set it down on the 45-yard line of the Kings Knights.
There was some hard hitting in there.
Okay, 6:18 left to go here in the first quarter. And this is where the Warriors offense has to come up with something to nullify the bad taste of being stopped on 4th down that last drive. Warriors get the snap. There's the give. Number 14 to round right in, but their defense is going to have him smothered and shut down.
Yeah, wide receiver Jeremiah Anderson who took the handoff.
Too much penetration into that offense for that to work.
You're right, Jake. This Kings defensive line they're off to a very good start here in the first quarter.
So it's going to be 2nd and 11. 5:45 left to go. First quarter. Wingfield, it's a high snap. He's able to corral it, but the defense, unfortunately, is right there. They can't get anything.
There's again number 71, Andrew Eller-DG. Second time he's caused big problems for the Warriors. Bad snap, and Wingfield lost that critical second trying to handle the snap, and the defender was in the backfield, and now the Warriors are a little further back.
So that's going to bring it to 3rd down and 17, and I don't know what kind of plays they got in the Warrior playbook for this situation. Wingfield back there, pistol. Monty Steele standing back there with him. Man shifts, straight drop for Wingfield, a whistle on the play. More than likely against the offense.
Yeah, calling procedure on the Warriors.
So they're going to move him back, and Warriors offense is going to have to come up with something that's going to make this defense of the Kings Knights respect them.
Yeah, it all started on the Warriors had the ball on the 30-yard line, and we had the penalty, and here we are, 3rd and 22.
Back to pass. Wingfield, this is complete to Spikes. He's around right. He's got a couple blockers in front of him.
That was a well-executed screen pass by the Warriors. There to Spikes, but he picked up good yards, but not enough for the first. He let the defensive lineman in. Got it to Spikes. He had blockers, but the defensive backs there for the...
So this is going to bring it to a 4th down and 10. This is where special teams comes in here to punt this ball. Got a Kings Knight standing on his 10-yard line and waiting to kick.
You're going to fake. This would be a pretty good spot on the field to do it.
No, I don't think they're going to fake. They just got shut down going for it on 4th down. There's a kick. It's off. Looks like it's going to go out of bounds about the 25-yard line.
Yeah.
3:33 left to go in the first quarter here from Frederick Stadium. So we see the Winton Woods cheerleaders have some kind of animated cartoon show uniforms on tonight.
Give them the Halloween spirit, I think.
Oh, that's right. It's the Halloween spirit.
I also think it's designed to keep them warm, but it's a cold night. It's cold, it's windy. Some pretty hardy fans out here tonight.
There's Kings. Fakes the give. Now he's up the street. Finally gets a helmet in his shoulder, but not till he's about a yard shy of the 1st down marker.
They faked the handoff left and froze the Warriors there for a second, and then nice hold, a nice job of weaving up.
So we see the Warrior defense, and at some point, somebody on his defense is going to have to stand up. There's a snap. He gives outside, left in, but he's hammered down, but not until they pick up a 1st down.
We should point out here that the Knights are without their starting running back. Number Number 26, Ty Stylski, was injured in the game last week.
There's a give. Got to jet sweep it, but they can't get to the outside. Warrior defense is all over that.
Yeah, it's the second time they've tried that play and the same result both times. The Warriors are just too fast on defense. He's running along this line of scrimmage plays don't work real well on the Warriors.
J. Ron Gibson, number 44, on the tackle for the Warrior defense. 2:15 left to go in the quarter.
You're going to have success on the Warriors run at them or do misdirections.
There's a snap. This guy's going to keep himself and run in there, but I see Diesel Stewart reach out and grab him going by.
Yeah, Diesel got him. Number 99 there in the trench. Got a big arm out. That's all it took.
Oh, this is 3rd and 14. This is where the Warriors want to get off the field. Back to pass. Good protection. This ball's complete, but he is being hammered to the turf. Very little gain. So we got some question marks and confusion. That tackle looked good from here. You know, the guy's still fighting and the whistle hasn't blown. What are you supposed to do?
He's down. I'm wondering if he got his legs tangled up there or something. He went down funny. It didn't look like the Warriors were manhandling him all that badly.
Yeah, well, his ear hole got tangled up on the turf when he got thrown down. Watch this. You've been playing football all your life, and then this happens for a tackle. See, there's the whistle getting blown after the guy's is skyward. These refs want to protect somebody, blow the whistle.
It's number 82, Mike Massari, was the receiver. And he's up on his feet now. Walking okay, I think it might be a little woozy.
So that's number 82 walking off.
And it gets the first down for Kings.
So 1:21 left to go in the first quarter here.
Well, these penalties have cost the Warriors already in this game. They had that punt return that had them down at the 30-yard line. They had a 15-yarder assessed on that. Now we get another 15-yarder. Been a couple of motion penalties.
We'll see what happens. Big play in the game. Coker is going to pull it out of this guy's gut, keep it himself, picks up about 2 yards.
Yeah, he faked the handoff to number 11, Andy Bauman, but the Warriors didn't buy it. They held their, they've done so much this season, held their position well on the defensive line. It wasn't much there in the middle. That's one of the Warriors' keys to success on defense. They hold their positions. And they're very good tacklers. That's the other thing. They're fast and they tackle well.
As we see time running down, 43 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Rolling to his right, looking to throw. This ball's off the fingertips of his intended receiver. That's number 18.
I don't think he was going to go too far if he'd caught the ball because number 7 Blue was there with him. 7 Blue is a very good tackler too.
That's right. 3rd and 7, 37 and a half seconds left to go here. This is where the Warrior defense is going to have to look for possible 2-down territory here now. Unless they can come up with a big loss on this play. Will Coker waiting for the snap. War Nation stomping on the rafters. Coker looking to fake these guys with a screen. He shifts out of one tackle, but he's going to be short of the first down by about 3 yards.
Cameron Sanders, number 9, almost had it. This is a well-executed screen, but Sanders was going to mess it up right there, but he couldn't get hold of him. So we've got a very big fourth down play here.
4th and 3. Clock running. I don't think they're going to get this play off before the end of the quarter here. So there's double zeros on the clock. So here we are at the end of the first quarter of play. We have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 0 and the visiting Kings Knights 0.
That was an interesting quarter. The Warriors took the kickoff and stormed down the field, and then they had 1st and goal down at 7, but were not able to get in. They had to hand the ball over on downs to Kings. Kings made a good punt from deep in their end zone, but it was a fine return on it by the Warriors down to the 30, but a penalty took it out to the 45. Now we're playing this field position game. And so we have a big 4th and 3 play here.
So no score at the end of the first quarter of this affair. And, you know, that tells you a lot about as far as Kings coming in here a lot stouter than some of the competition they faced.
They are, and one of the things Kings is doing here is they're keeping their offense on the field. And what we've seen a lot of the Warriors, what's happened to a lot of the Warriors' opponents is the offense cannot stay on the field. And the Warriors' defense just kind of wears the other team down. But this game's going to a little bit different script here so far tonight.
It is so far. And the way it looks, it's going to take somebody on defense to jumpstart this whole thing, get them started. 4th and 3. Kings is going to go for it. Tries to muscle in there, and he's stopped short of a first down, and I don't see any flags on the field either, so looks like the Warriors will take over on downs, starting off on their own 36-yard line.
The Kings Knights totally signaled run, and the Warriors played it and stopped them on downs. Did a good job of handling the line of scrimmage there. Good job for the Warriors.
Okay, so we're offense out here on the field now. First trip down the field in the second quarter of this game. Wingfield's got the snap. He fakes to give the spikes. He's still on his feet. No, they got him kind of muscled down when he picks up maybe a yard.
Something about that fake didn't look quite right. I think maybe Spikes thought he was being handed the ball.
Yeah, he did, and those kind of deals like that, lucky he didn't fumble.
Yeah, sure is.
2nd and 6. And Spikes gets around right in, still on his feet. This guy misses a tackle. And they finally get him shoved out of bounds near first down.
That was an incredibly good run to gain about, 5 yards? It was really well done. How many people did he beat on this play? 1, 2.
3rd and 1.
Third guy to get him out of bounds.
Here's Wingfield, keeps it himself. Still on his feet now, he's going down the road. They finally get him shoved down on the ground, but not until he gets into Kings Knight territory at their 47-yard line.
That was a keeper all the way. The Knights, I thought they had him right here. I thought they had him. No. First down Warriors.
It just seems like the Warrior offense needs some big play to get them started.
Yeah, they need a gainer. They haven't had a real big gainer since that pass on the very first play from scrimmage.
Got another injury on the field. Looks like it's going to be a Kings Knight.
Yeah, it's one of the, we won't say a number because we can't read it. There's the fans out there fighting the cold off.
Well, the fans here enjoying this. They more than likely be the last game of the year at this venue.
They've been supportive this season. It's been a strange season with all that's been going on, but fans have been real behind their team here, and they, as well they should. This is a great team. It's a really exciting team.
Yeah, I mean, I was here at practice on Tuesday, and they had officials with flags. They had a chain gang with sticks, and they practiced real hard for a while like that. But there's just no way.
Number 2 is the injured player, Zach Heimer, the linebacker.
Senior linebacker Zach Heimer.
That's the third player Kings has had, third injury time out for a Kings player.
We're going to have to see if the Warriors can take advantage of anything, get this thing started.
Heimer's in quite a bit of discomfort there.
10:44 left to go here in the second quarter. Let's see where the Warriors are listening to some kind of sermon from their brain trust over there on the sideline. I don't know if they're saying, well, you're hurting these guys too much here or what. But number 2's going to walk off under his own power.
I think he's woozy. I'm glad he's up and about.
See, the Warriors, they got their uniforms with the white pants today. Well, last week it was the blue.
Yeah, blue, yeah.
Oh, here comes King. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Tyreek Spikes back there. Wingfield. Antonio Turner comes off the field.
There's a problem with his helmet, I think. We sent out number 84, Cameron Calhoun, to replace him. Calhoun's way out there on the left.
This is Wingfield's spot on the field, and there's the throw. Just over the outstretched hands of his receiver, and number 81.
Covered by number 19, Gabe Hunt. The coverage was good, but the pass was good, just a little bit too far.
Well, they're going to have to bust it loose on the ground. This defense is able to just stand flat-footed and wait to see what happens, and now they're going to rush in there. It's like he breaks away and picks up about 2-3 yards on the carry.
Somebody grabbed Spike's arm right there. I was a little worried the ball would pop out, but Spike's has done a good job of holding on to it this year. All the Warriors
sure has. Yep.
This has been another key to their success this season.
3rd and 7, so the Warriors offense is up on the ball. They want to steal out here in the slot, near slot. Wingfield waiting for the snap. He rolls to his left. He throws his ball, and it's caught. And then the ball's dropped on the fall. He couldn't maintain possession through the fall.
He had a first down.
So that's going to bring it to 4th down and 7, and the Warriors are going to have to just go ahead and kick this ball, I'm thinking.
Yeah, he never had possession. Number 84, Cameron Calhoun. He'd sure like the second try at that one.
Well, this is where the Warriors are going to have multiple people stepping up with contributions. It can't be the same guys all the time. And when you're called on to perform, produce, that's what you got to do. So it looks like they're going to go for it on this 4th and 7.
Oops.
Bad snap. Wingfield can't get anywhere. They got him thrown down for a loss back in the Kings 9 territory on their 46-yard line.
That was number 26, Chaz Cole. I wonder if they're going to quick kick was the plan there.
Whatever the plan was, the snap wasn't precise enough.
Yeah. Wasn't that bad of a snap. And I think the man it was intended for maybe took his eyes off it. I'm not sure what happened there, but most unfortunate for the Warriors. Kings have the first down now, and they're down on the 45-yard line. 46.
This has the effect of letting Kings hang around here.
Yeah, sure are. 3 wideouts there on the right. They've not passed much tonight.
And they probably know if they pass, they got a possibility of getting picked off.
Quarterback draw. Picked up 5 yards.
At the 31-yard line. Shot made by number 44. The line gets to number 50. Kenny McDonald.
So the Knights break the huddle. They had a bunch formation, far side. Coker is going to try to keep it himself. Turns in there and he picks up about 2 yards.
Number 27, Maurice Daniels was over there. They signaled pass to the right and then ran it left. But you can see a couple of Warriors didn't buy it.
So far, Kings is, protecting that ball, not leaving it out. There's a give. He's trying to get wide right. Cuts through some tackles, and he's got first down yardage. The ball is going to be put down on the Warrior 33-yard line.
They ran it right, and the Warriors were out there pursuing, and he was able to turn it upfield. 7 Blue grabbed him, but not before he'd gotten a few yards. First time they've been successful with that play.
Looking to throw this time. Brilliant protection. This pass was thrown. Incomplete. Over the outstretched hands of his receiver.
Ooh, the Warriors dodged one there. With no pressure on the quarterback. The receiver was open. They just didn't connect. Diesel was getting in there, but he did not impact the throw. Oh, sighs of relief here at Forest Park.
2nd and 10, 8:18 left to go in the half. As the Knights break the huddle and come up on the ball. Caleb Tubbs in press coverage down here at the bottom of the screen. Knight defense says, I don't think so. Excuse me, the Warrior defense. Putting the hammer down on this carry. We see Andrew Booker is the first one there. Cam Sanders coming in and giving him an assist.
3rd and 11. What do you do here? Probably pass.
Raptors, War Nation, urging these guys' defense. Straight drop. Ball's incomplete. There's a flag on the play.
The flag, and number 9 for the Warriors got the ball. Cameron Sanders. Let's see what is going to happen here. Warriors are indicating that it's against Kings. It is. It's a procedure against Kings.
So this time the Warriors benefit. You see on the replay, there's just nothing there, and he finally says, I'll throw it anyway, and he's lucky that that ball wasn't intercepted by Cam Sanders.
You're right, there was nothing there, and Terran Macklin, number 58, was getting close to the quarterback, and I think he forced the quarterback to make a bad decision. So a good break for the Warriors.
So here's the Warrior offense on the field. Throws his ball, incomplete. Get on top of that ball.
That's a timing play where you try to get a quick pass out to the sideline and let the receiver see what he can do with it. But unfortunately, it didn't connect.
Oh, and they got people with skills out there in space with the ball. But they need to tell these guys, if you don't make that catch, you better get on top of that ball.
Yeah.
Back to throw. Incomplete.
Yeah, the Warriors got burned on that last week. It was the only touchdown Edgewood got against them was a backward pass that everybody's kind of standing around looking at. It was incomplete.
Yep. Yeah, and see, when things go wrong on those kind of calls, they go terribly wrong.
Yeah, they sure did last week. Fortunately, it didn't matter for the Warriors. The pass just led the receiver too far. They're 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10, so we'll have to see what the Warriors come up with. Wingfield's going to have to complete something for a pass to keep these guys honest.
Oh.
But they're in on him, and they sack Wingfield.
Going to call number 71's number again.
They got him thrown down on his 20-yard line.
Yeah, Andrew Beladigi. Number 71 almost got the quarterback and just blew the play up, and 2 more Kings Knights were in there to bring down Wingfield. Okay, 4th and 20, you got a punt.
So we got a punt.
Kings should get the ball in pretty good position this time.
Number 19, Dave Hunt, deep for the Kings.
Kick is off.
Oh,
This guy's going to make the score. No, he's hammered down. Finally taken down in the Warrior territory near the 8-yard line.
number 19, Gabe Hunt, made a very gutsy move there. The punt had taken a total Winton Woods bounce, and if Hunt hadn't fielded it, it was going to be down way down the field, but he took it on the bounce. Watch this. He's going to grab
Straight
it and
at
go.
him.
And the Warriors were kind of in Neverland. They couldn't do much about it because they couldn't nail Hunt before he grabbed the ball. They had to slow up and just kind of see what happened.
Yeah, that was a good play on him receiving that kick. The room service hop, I mean, even though it was a hard hop, it was right to him.
Right to him, yeah.
There's a run. He's trying to get outside, but Andrew Booker leaps into the backfield, throws him down for a couple-yard loss there.
Yeah, with a super play by Booker, because this play actually looked like it might go somewhere. But see, Bob Booker played off his block, made the one-on-one tackle with a great play, number 11.
That was a good play, and the Warriors will need more of them just like that. So it's going to be 2nd down, 2nd and 10. Basically 2nd and goal. Coker with the ball.
Oh,
Ball's out on the ground here.
that was
It's
a
like
bad,
the Knights are able to fall on their own fumble.
I think they got very lucky there. It's a handoff. I'm not sure who was supposed to have the ball there. It wasn't clear whether the running back or that was a keeper. But anyway, it went awry for the Knights. But, oh boy, the quarterback got back on it.
Yeah, again, I mean, that was a room service little fumble right to his own self.
Yeah, it's 2 bounces their way in a row here.
Yeah, see, there's too much luck starting to accumulate. Oh, boy. Looking to throw. Still got protection. He's throwing his ball away, and no one's going to catch it. It's going to make it 3rd and 13. 4th, excuse me, and 13.
Yeah, the coacher was looking at number 99 and number 44, who were in there about to get him. That would prompt anybody to get rid of the ball, I would think.
So they're going to try this field goal attempt.
Yeah, it's interesting. From the 20, so it'd be a 30-yard attempt.
So this is where Kings doesn't want to get greedy. They'll take the points here if they can get them. The hold is down, and that kick is up. That kick is good. So with 4:57 left to go in the half from Frederick Stadium, we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 0 and the Kings Knights 3.
And the Kings draws first blood. It's been a field position game. Kings has been aided by some penalties against the Warriors and some fortunate bounces. And a real gutsy play by their punt returner, number 19.
That
Dave
was
Punt.
a good play by him.
Yeah, it was. All right, so the Warriors will get the ball now, and we got just under 5 minutes and a half.
We see
Warriors have-
Tariq Spikes back there standing near his goal line to receive his kick.
Edgewood didn't want to kick to him last week. We'll see what Kings wants to do. Spikes is very dangerous with the ball, as any Winton Woods Warriors fan knows.
Let's hope if he gets out here muscling his way down the street that the flags stay in these guys' pockets. Like I said, the Warriors did practice on Tuesday with officials. So here we go, and there's the kick.
Yeah, I don't want to kick at Spikes.
Missed. Picked up. 20. He gets still up the street. He's got a block. They said he's out of bounds.
That's why they didn't want to kick the Spikes. With one block. Right there, they got him out of
Oh, yeah,
bounds.
he's well out of bounds.
If that fellow hadn't gotten him, I think Spikes might have gone all the way.
4:50 left to go in the half. Warriors have set this thing up on their own 36-yard line. The Spikes back there, stealing motion. Give the Spikes, he knows it's in there, picks up about 2 yards.
Yeah, the Knights were just waiting for that play. The Warriors have not had success up the middle here yet tonight.
So they're calling it no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 10. 4:29 left to go. Wingfield completes this ball out in the flat. He runs around a would-be tackle, and now he's out of bounds near the first down marker.
Yeah, Bowler beat the first guy who came up to meet him, and that was enough to didn't get a first down, but he got good yards. And watch Bowler. He's got the ball. He's right there. Dear. Blocking the back of the
The
Warriors.
penalty has reared its ugly head here.
This has been the Warriors' Achilles heel all season.
So the Warriors' offensive line takes in position now. Clock rolling at 4:10 left to go. Wingfield, you're going to have to run it and get all you can get. There's his throw. It's caught. Nice catch by number 1, Tyron Bowler.
Yeah, it was. He thought it was going to be inside, and it was outside. Made a great adjustment. Good catch. Good play.
Okay, so this is where the Warriors, who's ever calling plays, is going to have to mix this thing up. Here comes a blitz. They pick it up. Bowler, they got him out there in the flat, and he can't get away.
Yeah, Bowler was able to beat a guy earlier on a play like that, but not this time. The first Knight slows him up right there, number 5, and then 15 and 21 are able to come in and finish him off. So number 5 is J.J. Handorf. So 4th and 8, 4th and 7 now.
The Warriors are going to have to punt this ball. Knight's got a receiver standing on his 28-yard line. Clock moving, 2:50 left to go here in the second quarter. Kick is off, low kick.
out of
runs
bounds.
out of bounds at the 35-yard line. What are they going to call it? No?
They're deciding where to mark it.
43-yard line.
Whoa. 43, ouch. He's kicking it off, trying to kick it there in about the 36.
43-yard line. Kings, 1st and 10 from their 43-yard line.
Well, this is where the Warriors, they got to kind of shake themselves wide awake here, because this is devolving into some cruise control type of affair with not a whole lot of motion. This pass is complete, but receivers really throw down. Looks like 7 blue over there.
Yeah, I think it was. Quarterback's 7 blue is over there making the stop. The quarterback had to get rid of that ball. He's under big pressure.
2nd and 13 is for the defense. Caleb Tubbs in press coverage at the bottom of the screen. This quarterback's going to keep it himself, but he's met. Clock down under 2 minutes now in the half.
That quarterback draw worked for them earlier in the game, but not this time. So number 58, Tern Macklin.
Tackle made by number 58, Teron Macklin.
And this is where on this 2nd down play, this is where the Warrior defense needs something to happen.
Yeah, the Knights have been playing essential error-free football here tonight so far. The Knights need, or the Warriors, excuse me, need a kind of a break of some kind. Make something happen. 3rd and 15. You got to think pass. Although maybe the Knights' attitude is, well, we'll punt and just try to sit on our, take our 3-0 lead to the half.
Yeah, they got to try to make an honest effort to get this 1st down here. See what the Warriors defense can do to make this a plus for Winton Woods. Throws his ball, throws it up. Warrior defender. Looks like stops that, defends that ball. It's number 24, Quentin Jenkins.
Yeah, Quentin Jenkins had very good position on him there, and the ball was short.
So the Warriors send number 1, Tyron Bowler, back there to receive this kick.
One of the problems with that play was the right-handed quarterback was running left, so he couldn't get all his mustard on the ball.
Waiting for this kick, 147. Oh, kick is off. Picked up on the 30, straight north, 40, 45, 50. Out of bounds about the 48-yard line. Would be 1st and 10 for the Warriors.
Number 6, Tamarian Crumpley, almost blocked that punt. In fact, I thought he was going to block it. He was that was just a few inches away.
Nice pickup, nice carry.
Yeah.
138 left to go. This is where the Warriors need to make good use of this minute 38 here. Wingfield looking to throw. He's rolling to his right, throws his ball. It's going to be incomplete. Tyron Bowler had to put on the brakes and try to come back, and it wasn't there.
Yeah, I think Winfield knew this ball could be intercepted if he didn't throw it low. There was a defender there. He did be careful with that. So no harm done. Other than you didn't gain any yards.
Wingfield is going to probably have to take it, run, and get as much as he can get.
Got 5 receivers out there.
This thing up. Wingfield on his feet, but there's a defender wrapped around his elbow as he goes through the line of scrimmage. Wingfield with that 5-yard pickup puts this ball on the 48-yard line of the Kings Knights. Trips left for Wingfield. He's waiting to snap. He's got the ball. Throws this ball over the middle. Caught. Turns upfield. He's got first down yardage. They got him tackled on the Kings 35-yard line with 50.4 seconds left to go in the half.
Yeah, Tyvon Bullard made a nice little button hook move on that.
First and 10, the clock is rolling. Wingfield straight drop, throws this ball over the middle, and this ball is incomplete, a little bit low.
Yeah, a little bit low and a little bit behind the receiver.
That gets the clock stopped at 38.7 seconds. 2nd and 10 here. Let's have to see what the Warriors come up with. They're going to try to run something to keep them in field goal range, or they're just going to try to bust it loose on a big play here. Timeout.
The two teams seem to have kind of the same skill set, don't they, Jake?
I think Kings seems like to me they're just trying to wait Winton Woods out now. They got a 3-0 lead, and the Warriors aren't getting any chunk plays that they do on a lot of folks, you know, where.
Yeah, the only one was that very first play from scrimmage. The very first pass play, the first offensive play of the game. That's the only one. And they haven't been able to get much rhythm on offense.
None.
The Kings has done a real good job at the line of scrimmage.
And when I was here Tuesday, they looked like they had real sharp rhythm going on that day. And so I wasn't here Wednesday and Thursday, but if they don't do something, I won't be coming this week. 2nd and 10, 38.7 seconds, ball on the Kings Knights 35. Wingfield, straight drop. He's going to keep it himself. Past the line of scrimmage. He's going to work his way out of the sidelines. He's out of bounds about the 20-yard line. Do we see any flags?
No, the middle linebacker blitzed.
No flags. No, wait.
Well, it's coming back. I didn't see that.
Yeah, well.
Holding. Holding on the Warriors. Ouch.
That's,
He had a first down, too.
when they had these officials coming in to look over their practice, these officials, they can't replicate everything. Second and 13. Wingfield back there by himself, empty backfield. He keeps it and runs himself. He's going up the field. He's still on his feet. Clock running, 25 seconds. It stops that.
You got a first down.
So that's a first down. So
Yeah. Wow.
timeout. Winton Woods Warriors called timeout. So this is where Coach Dre has to get out here and figure out what's going to happen here.
Well, that was quite a momentum play for the Warriors. The Knights thought they had him on the ropes, and suddenly Wingfield pulls that out of his hat.
Wingfield could do that. He'd probably like to do it more if he was completing a few nice passes where they had other stuff to think about.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right about that. This is Wingfield's big game. He's going to go all the way. He didn't look at receivers or anything. He just took the snap and ran. Whatever the Kings expected, I don't think they expected that one.
How many timeouts do Winton Woods have left?
One more, I think. I'm reading that right. You got 25 seconds. Your first down on the 22-yard line, 23.
Well, here we are, the Warriors offense. Trips down here to the bottom of the screen. Wingfield waiting for the snap. He's got the snap, drops straight back, throws his ball, and it's incomplete. His receiver didn't have the angle. 20.3 seconds left.
Yeah, that was catchable. It would have been a really difficult catch to make.
Some of these guys owe him a play. 20.3, second and 10. Wingfield's probably going to have to run this one. Got the snap, straight drop. Here they come after him. He runs away. He's still on his feet. He's down to about the 17-yard line, and timeout is called with 12.3 seconds left.
It's the last time out.
Well, they got time to throw one into the end zone.
Yeah, then if that doesn't work, you hopefully have a second or two left to try a field goal. Be a kind of a long field goal for a high school game, but
they if they don't lose any yards, their kickers, anybody they put out there can cover this kick.
What they don't want to do is lose yardage on this play, and they can't because they get tackled behind the line of scrimmage. The clock keeps running, and that'll be that.
This is, you know, you got to do it right or you're going to end up with nothing to show for this 12 seconds. So that little 3 points. All the games we've been watching this year, Tom, up here, and 3 points never looked so big in a game.
No, it hasn't. You're absolutely right. Been a very different game from the other ones we've seen this year.
3rd and 4. So either way, it's 2-down territory. Oh, should have made this. That's right. So they jumped offside.
Yeah, I think they got number 71 to jump.
So that's the first down. The clock didn't move.
All right. So it was a rare penalty by Kings. It's a big one. It gives the Warriors the first down here.
Go, 1st and 10, 12.3 seconds. Wingfield rolling to his left. They're coming in on him. He's still on his feet, pitches his ball. 4.1 seconds left on the clock. They're going to call the reception.
No, I guess it was out of bounds, I think.
Okay, so I see Caleb Tubbs going out there, so it looks like they're going to attempt this field goal. Nate Mefford.
That was close. It's hard to tell from that angle, but I think maybe he caught it with his legs in bounds. Yeah, have his body's out of bounds, so I guess it didn't count.
30-yard field goal attempt this year. Nate Mefford with Caleb Tubbs, the holder. Looks like they're going to call timeout to ice this guy here.
Timeout, Kings. Their second timeout.
This is the same distance that the Kings field goal was made from, the 30-yard attempt. Only score of the game so far. It'll be a pretty good lift for the Warriors to tie this game up going into the locker room.
Yeah, that's what they needed. It's the first time that I know of this year that they had needed to split the uprights in the worst way.
Yes.
Normally they're just crossing goal lines, but they need to split the uprights in the worst way on this.
There's the cheerleaders' outfits that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, us old timers, we could see the cheerleaders' outfits. So here comes
They look great.
the Knights back on the field. This is where you just want execution. All the phases, you just want execution. .1 seconds left to go in the half. Nate Mefford. The hold is down. There's a whistle.
Oh dear. Well, one thing the Warriors do have to talk about in the locker room at halftime are these penalty flags.
That's right. And I mean, they addressed them at practice day. I was there this week. I know they were being addressed.
Now they'll try a 35-yard attempt.
This guy Mefford, he's still good to go at this distance. Here we go, we're waiting snap. Tubbs looks up at Mefford. Mefford says, aye, aye, Captain. The hold is down. The kick is up. And that kick is good. So at the end of the first half here from Frederick Stadium on the campus of Winton Woods High School, we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 3 and the visiting Kings Knights 3. Waycross Community Media will be back with more after halftime.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Ohio. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome to the second half of OHSAA football from Forest Park, Ohio, Winton Woods High School, brought to you by Waycross Community Media, the WCM. This is Jacob Williams, and my partner Tom Hall will bring you the second half of this action tonight. Warriors have been having a tough time tonight, tough sledding, 3-3 ball game. Second half of this game, they're going to have to open up from the way they came in here. What revelations do you have to share with the fans out here, Tom?
Well, the statistics are actually pretty interesting. Very little offense. The Kings Knights were able to generate a total of 32 yards of offense on 24 offensive plays. The Warriors ran 34 offensive plays for 119 yards, but of those 119 yards, 40 of them were on the very first offensive play of the game, the long pass from Wingfield to Antonio Turner. Tyrex Spikes has been held to 12 yards. He averages over 100 yards a game. So if the Warriors are going to win, Spikes has to somehow get loose here in the second half. The other thing, of course, is the penalties. Anybody watching the first half knows that the penalties plagued the Warriors. The Kings had 2 penalties for a total of 10 yards. The Warriors had 6 for a total of 50 yards, and a few of those penalties came at exactly the wrong moment. So we'll see what the Warriors can do. I thought this would be a close game. It is a close game. See if the Warriors can get their offense going here in the second half.
Okay, and we definitely need a second half that is not a history repeat of the first half of your Winton Woods Warriors now. The other game, I believe we heard a score earlier from Kent Schill's PA announcer that LaSalle was up 28-17, I believe, on Anderson. So we don't have any idea about next week, because we'll have to cross that bridge when we get to it, as we see Winton Woods Warriors getting ready to kick this ball off to start the second half. And Mefford steps into this thing. picked up on the 4. Straight north with the ball, and he's down the far sideline with a blocker. Mefford, nice job. He blew that right up.
Yeah, if not for Mefford, oh my goodness. He was the last guy to beat.
Nice work, Mefford.
Yeah. Conceivably, number 6 Crumpley could have gotten him, but that wasn't a sure thing. All right.
Well, I was talking to the young man after practice when I was here on Tuesday, and he's got a good sense of what his devotion and dedication to the Warriors team is this year. There's the give. This guy makes it to the first line. Looks like he's got a good 5-yard pickup on the play.
Yeah, it's good gain on first down. It's a basic handoff up the middle. Again, the blocking. The Kings, Knights, both their offensive, defensive lines have played good games tonight.
And, you know, one thing I noticed about them, they don't have too many injuries. It's like the defenders are all over that for a loss.
Yeah, that time the Warriors line beat the Knights line.
Well, my guess is at halftime, you know, Coach Stray, of course, there's no fly on the wall no more because they don't go inside, but somehow I'm thinking that Coach Stray got the point across to his defense that we need you to step up big time.
Yeah, Gibson did on that play. Did a good job of playing off his block and making the tackle. 44.
We're calling this the 37th play. This big play starts the second half. Back to throw, over the middle, incomplete, off the fingertips of his receiver with no flags on the play.
Yeah, number 33 was the intended receiver. That would be Dawson McCulley. Ball was off his fingers. There were 2 Warriors right there. I don't think he was going to go too far if he caught it, but it would have been close to a first down.
So the Warriors have someone standing on their own 28 to receive this kick. It's going to be number 1, Tyron Bowler. Warriors looking like they're going to play this straight up and try to set up a return. Kick is off. Bowler runs under it at the 33. He's through a first line. He's across midfield. He's down for finally pushed out of bounds on the 41-yard line. Looks like the Kings Knights.
The ball was a little bit short, and Bowler was able to have momentum when he caught it. So he's moving forward, and that gave him a little bit of a step on the defenders. Good start for the Warriors here. Got a 3rd and out on defense, and now they've got a first down here on what are we, about the 39-yard line?
Yeah, looks like 39-yard line, and got another injury here to report. It
was number 90 for the Knights. He was down here on the Winton Woods sideline, but he's up and running back across the field. That's Braden Chestnut. Looks all right. Big guy.
Okay, so here's Kings setting this ball up on a near hash. First and 10, so here's the Warriors defense. The Warriors defense has to have a different game than what they had in the first half. They got to come get this guy. He must go down, and he must go down hard. This ball's caught by number 22 Spikes, and he shifts around through a guy, and he's down at the opposing 31-yard line.
That play worked in the first half. The old screenplay. Spikes got it. He ran through a couple of potential tacklers and got a nice gain on it.
So Mikael Wingfield back there gives it to Spikes. He runs through the middle. He's running through all kind of would-be tacklers. They finally get him down on the Knight 16-yard line.
For a second there, I thought Spikes was going to break that, but number 14 for the Kings Knights, Michael Sarche, got a hand on him, was able to bring him down.
Whistle. Kings timeout.
Yeah, the Kings is on their heels right now, and the Warriors are in danger from the Kings' point of view of scoring a big go-ahead touchdown here. The Kings does not want that to happen, obviously, so it's time to talk about it.
Okay, so the Warriors come out second half of this game, Tom, and playing like Coach Dre, giving the old ring.
Yeah, I think the plan here pretty clearly is get Spikes going. Spikes, we said, had 12 yards in the first half, which is very unlike him. So the plan here is get Spikes going. If they get Spikes going, the offense is going.
Other things will happen. That's right. I mean, that's what you have to have. Mr. Number 22 on your program has 50 ways to lead these guys in the dust. So we see the Warriors coming back out on the field with their offense.
Spikes is going to line up next to Wingfield. He's right on Wingfield's right, number 22.
First and 10. Wingfield in the pistol. Spikes standing there with him. Give it to Spikes. He's chips through the hole, and he's got nice yardage inside the 5-yard line. It almost looked like a defender might have had him by the face mask. The Warriors come up on the ball quick. Spikes dips in and out again, and he still muscles down to about the 2.
Fourth straight.
Wingfield gives the Spikes. He muscles, but there's no more that he can get, so they got him stopped about a yard and a half short of the goal line there.
The Spikes has had the ball 5 straight plays now. He ran into his own man, the blocker there.
Will Edwards, number 62, trying to throw him a block, and he kind of ran up Will Edwards' back. It's like he's got trips right. This is the one where Wingfield will be rolling to his right, I'm thinking. He's hit, but it looks like he's got it himself in the end zone for a touchdown.
Whoa.
So there we go.
Wingfield got clobbered going in, but he scored. He's a big, strong guy.
Yes, he did pay the price.
Yeah,
high-low. That's it. So the Warriors come out here. Caleb Tubbs and Nate Mefford is going to try to do the honors of this point after with Tubbs as the holder. Waiting to snap. The hold is down. There's a whistle. Legal procedure against the Warriors. So they're going to move this PAT back. See what the Warriors come up with. They need this point. Tubbs down on one knee, waiting to snap. Nate Mefford leans over, his foot is in it. And that kick is good. So with 8:47 left to go in the third quarter here from Frederick Stadium, we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 10 and the visiting Kings Knights 3.
Well, it was a great start for the Warriors. The kickoff went to the Knights, and the Warriors defense made them 3 and out. They punted to the Warriors. Warriors got a good punt return and have now cashed in for the go-ahead touchdown.
So we see
Here's a replay of the touchdown. No, I'm sorry, that was the handoff to Spikes. That was a play before the touchdown.
See, it looks the way to me like somebody got this offensive line pulled aside and said,
you guys got to drop the hammer for us.
Yeah, if we're going to win the game, you got to win it at the line of scrimmage. Spikes is such a good asset. He just needs a little hole to get through. He's not a big guy, but he's so quick. Just give him a little opening, and he can exploit it.
So
here's the TD.
Number 19, Dave Hunt, and 36, Jake Cameron are deep for the Knights.
Nate Medford, number 31.
Also, number 14, Michael Soret.
He's going to slip his foot into this ball, and it's off. It's going to be out of bounds. It looks like officials are saying that it's going to be a penalty on the Warriors for kicking that ball out of bounds. I'm telling you, these guys are having good luck with the way the ball rolls and bounces tonight.
Yeah, Kings sure is. I thought I was going to go into the end zone. That's clearly what the return guy, well, not necessarily what he thought, but anyway, it's Kings ball. Let's start on the 35.
So here's the Warrior defense again. I know that this Warrior defense is saving a November surprise, but we might as well cash in on it tonight. There's the carry. Nothing doing. I see Cam Sanders, number 9 there.
Yeah, the Cam Sanders got in the middle of that thing. I tried the off tackle play here to the left, and now Sanders and somebody else is there. Diesel. Diesel was there, number 99.
That's what they got to do. Multiple hats on the scene. 8:15 left here. Rafters are beginning to rock again here at Frederick Stadium. Waiting to snap. He's rolling to his right, throws his ball. It's caught. Number 11 with the catch, but he's immediately dragged down by number 7, 7 Blue.
7 Blue is an exceptional tackler, and this is just well done. Kings made the reception, but there's not many yards to be had out of it. 3rd and 7.
No luck on that 7-11 combination.
No.
3rd and 7, 7:30 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Well, trips to the far side for Kings. He's rolling that way. Throws his ball. It's going to be caught by his receiver. Finally get him down at the 29-yard line of the Winton Woods Warriors.
7 Blue had good coverage on this, but the ball is just about a perfect throw.
Yep. A perfect throw. Nothing else would have did it if, 7 Blue could have got his head turned around. He might have made the pick. Here's Kings. There's the give. He's muscling in the middle, but nothing doing. All kind of hats there for the Warriors.
Yeah, Cameron Sanders made the tackle on this. Here's the pass. This was the best pass of the night for Kings. Just a really well thrown ball.
Small game.
So the clock moving, 6:30 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Coker gets around the edge. He does good. He gets off that tackle and everything. He's got a 1st down for the Kings Knights.
There's a real nice block here on the corner, right there. Boy, Coker showed good speed on that.
He did, but I don't think the Winton Woods Warriors defense is going to let him make a living doing that.
No.
We'll see. Wait a minute here. Something wasn't right with that.
Fumble.
Falls out on the ground, and it's fumbled over to the Winton Woods Warriors. see on the replay that ball looked like we had a man in motion. Two guys in motion. It's just, well, you can't tell from that shot.
Can't tell from that shot. Yeah, it didn't look right. Ball comes out.
Who covered that? 7 blue. 6:02 left in the third quarter now. This is where the Winton Woods offense has to come out here and execute one of those clock-eating drives.
Kings finally had something going on offense, and it just stops, ran into a brick wall here.
Wingfield got the snap, straight drop, looking to throw over the middle. They got him flushed out of the pocket. He can't make much, and they got him down for a sack.
That's one of those coverage sacks. The defensive backs for Kings did a good job of covering the Warriors receivers. He just couldn't find anybody open. He had time, but then eventually the coverage collapsed.
Yeah, I think Wingfield, he wanted a whole bunch, and he wasn't worried about checking down or something. So we got a muscle in there, and it's going to be not much gain, if any, on the play.
Number 22, Tyreek Spikes.
Yeah, number 5, J.J. Handorf for the
So this
nice
is
stuff.
gonna be
That
3rd down.
3rd and 11. We'll be careful here.
Wingfield, straight drop. Pass is complete. Forward progress going to about the 12-yard line. So this is where the Warriors going to have to execute a good punt here.
Yeah, they're deep. It's 4th and 9. You have to punt. But Kings should get the ball on pretty good shape here.
This is where the Warriors special team has to make sure this guy doesn't get that room service bounce like he got before.
Yes. Don't let Kings block it and tackle the ball carrier.
The Warriors clock moving, 4:09.
No flag.
So this flag is going to go against the Warriors.
Penalty flag, delay of game on the Warriors.
Delay of game.
Now this is where the Warriors have to be careful.
Well, the punt returner standing down at about the 37.
See Marty Steele check into the game here.
Fourth and 12 for the Warriors.
So there's the snap.
Oh.
Kick is blocked.
Oh,
That kick is blocked and recovered in the end zone for a touchdown for the Kings Knights. No flags on the play.
we've seen a number of near blocks tonight, and Kings got one. They just got the big rush. Number 30.
Yeah,
number 30 leaped.
He just leaped.
Max
He didn't
Sanella.
even have that much penetration. He just leaped. He to his credit,
Max Sanella's a junior running back and linebacker. Whoa, what a play.
so here we are looking for this PAT that will tie the game. Hold is down, and that kick is up, and that kick is good. So with 3:58 left to go in the third quarter here from Frederick Stadium, we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 10 and the visiting Kings Knights 10.
Well, it's quite a response by Kings. It looked like the Warriors came out hot here in the second half. Had to go ahead touchdown, but all went to rot right here.
Well,
Boy, what a play.
Just got to tip your hat to your opponent on that one.
Number 14 covering the block punt, Michael Sarche.
But this is a game for the ages. You know, they didn't play. These teams were supposed to play the first game this year. and do the things, it didn't happen.
They're co-champions of the conference, but they never played each other. So and here they are in the 4th round of the playoffs.
So we see Winton Woods setting up to return this kick. This is where you got to watch for the onside kick here. I see the Warriors do have a hands team up there. Let's see what happens here. So here's Kings. Got people in the War Nation warning about a pooch and onside, and short kick is picked up on the 19. Run north with the ball, sir. He's around. He's get this block in front of you. He's still on his feet. He's up to the 34-yard line where he's shoved out of bounds.
Kings does not want to kick to spikes, and that's what was going on here. So that was why the short kick. And
so they're going to give him good forward progress to the 37-yard line on this.
Spikes very alertly got up here and made a block right there. What is return man, number 2, Tajay Frazier, got another 5+ yards out of that block from Spikes.
So here come the Warriors, 3:49 left to go. I'm sure they want to run some clock. Spikes with the carry, but they got him smothered, no gain.
I thought he had an opening there, but it just was closed. Again, the line play of the Kings Knights. Number 75 for the Knights is the guy who made that happen, Braden Lewis.
10. Trips to the near side. Spikes back there with him. Spikes with the carry. Hesitates, goes around right in. He's still on his feet. When they finally get him shoved out of bounds, looks like he's got first down yardage.
It looked like a couple of Kings were going to get him there behind the line of scrimmage. They just stopped. Oh, penalty flag. Those ones against Kings.
Okay, so that's going to move it on into
face mask on Kings.
Warriors on their own 47-yard line.
There it is. There it is, number 5.
Wingfield fakes the give. He runs out of a tackle, still on his feet, running north with the ball. They finally get him down at the 38-yard line of the Knights. And a flag on the play, holding on the Warriors, and it's going back.
I don't see a hold in there. I didn't see it on that replay. Would have been away from the camera.
Remember that old song, I Only Have Eyes for You? Fakes to give. Bowler with the catch, but he's not going to do much.
Yeah, the Kings had a few guys out here on their right side. One of those quick out patterns.
First down 20. Excuse me, they're calling it first and 18, or second and 18. Wingfield got the snap. Spikes will jump on him. He can't get through the hole.
No, number 54, Brady Cefalu, is there.
Here comes Imani Steele checking into the game.
Yeah, right there, Cefalu was right there to grab Spikes right after he took the handoff. Yeah, got a big play here. Warriors got to pull something out of their hat.
Looks like he's going to do these guys up here. Somebody's going to take the fly pattern, and if he can nail an accurate throw, it's going to be it. Here's Wingfield. He's got the snap. He's going to run through there himself. There's guys with hands on him, and he runs through a couple more tackles. Still on his feet, and that's going to be a first down, it looks like, from here.
That was a very improbable first down. You have 5 with wide receivers out.
Nice carry.
It's a keeper all the way. Oh, what a running job.
He did that all basically on his own.
Yeah. Amazing.
Spikes, nobody back, Wingfield, nobody with him. He's still on his feet, running through would-be tackles all the way down to the 23-yard line. Another first down.
He is so big and so strong and so fast. Going off 2 big runs in a row here.
Wingfield trips right. He's going to keep this one. Runs through a bunch of tackles. He's still on his feet. They finally get him down about the 3-yard line. Would it be first down for the Winton Woods Warriors?
You would have thought going to the well the 3rd time in a row was too many, but it wasn't. It worked again, 3 times in a row.
Malachi Brown, nice block to seal the edge for him on that. Number 70. Clock moving, 46 seconds left to go here. Wingfield trips right. Here they come after him. He runs around the guy, but the rest of them are there.
Yeah, that time it didn't work. 4th time did not work. Because number 10, number 10 for the Kings Knights, Bryce Egan got in there.
Clock still running. 17 seconds left. 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line.
You do it 5 times in a row? Well, Spike's back here with him this time.
Clock is running. They'll get it off. Not enough. It looks like they got him stopped at about the 3. That's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter here from Frederick Stadium on the campus of Winton Woods High School, Forest Park, Ohio, where we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 10 and the visiting Kings Knights 10.
And Wingfield's run it 5 times in a row. 2nd and goal from 3, 3rd and 3, excuse me. 3rd and goal.
So this is where Warriors got to come up with this plan, get through the 4th quarter.
I send Spikes outside on the next play. That's my guess.
3rd and 3.
The Spikes bounce it to the outside. I'm probably wrong, but that's my guess.
Well, I know they need to cross the goal line more than they need to split the upright, so I hope your guess is correct.
Yeah.
So as the teams exchange into the field, knowing that there's 1 more quarter of play left in the 2020 season for one of these teams.
The other will advance to play the winner of the LaSalle-Anderson game. LaSalle has won, what is it, Jake, 4 out of the last 6 state championships, Division II?
I'm not sure. I know they've won a few. I know one game you and I did over there at Withrow.
Yes.
Where the Warriors bounced them out of playoffs. Let's see what happens. Wingfield is stopped in the backfield.
Yeah, it was number 5 that time. J.J.
Well,
Handorf.
This is the replay of the thinking that the Warrior Brain Trust had to do early in the game where they disdained the field goal attempt and they wanted to get in the end zone. And that's what they're going to disdain this field goal attempt, trying to get it into the end zone. Everybody's lined up tighter. They're going to try to get him to jump off. Whistle on the play, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown. Winton Woods Warriors.
They went to Wingfield a 7th time, and he did it. Amazing.
That's where a guy just takes it upon himself that, hey, just put the game on my shoulders, fellas. I'll carry you across it.
They did not think they would do that. Not a seventh time, but they did, and it worked.
See, Wingfield, he knows he's a senior, you know, and so a couple of his running mates are seniors, you know. Tyreek Spikes, so these guys know. Caleb Tubbs, the holder on his PAT, they're seniors. Hold is down. Kick is up, and that kick is good. So with 11:20 left to go in the game here from Frederick Stadium, we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 17 and the visiting Kings Knights 10.
What a sequence for the Warriors. With the lead, there's plenty of time left here. Kings
Now see, by Mikael Wingfield, though, he took that game over, basically. But now they're going to be looking for him, so it's going to have to be up to somebody else now.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you're right. Wingfield totally carried that drive on his shoulders. As far as ball carrying goes.
So the Warriors getting ready to kick this ball back off. It's the Kings. Nate Mefford, friendly stranger in the black sedan. So Mefford walks up, steps into this ball. Into the end zone, touchback. We got these whistles calling a flag. Legal procedure on Winton Woods. So this is going to automatically mean good field position.
They're going to have to re-kick here. Some of the Winton Woods fans are starting to get pretty disgruntled about these penalty flags. There's been a lot of them tonight.
Yeah, and it's like when they have guest officials coming in to oversee their practices, there's no way these guest officials can come up with these calls. Here's Mefford waiting to step into this thing. Kick is off. Caught on the 4-yard line. Gets around, but he's hit hard. Number 20 stuck his shoulder pad right in this guy. That's John Clifford Jr.
Yeah, Clifford made a great tackle here. Just bong. Tried to block him. Number 25 for the Knights tried to block him, but it didn't work.
That's John Clifford Jr., number 20 on that tackle. 5'10", 168-pound senior DB. Here we hear the Raptors, man in motion. There's the fakes to give, and the quarterback keeps it himself, muscles in there for about 3 yards.
Taken down by number 44, J-Ron Gibson. Gain of 2 yards on the play.
Gibson made the tackle there.
The Knights break the huddle, come up on this ball. Here's the give, muscles in there, nothing doing. Warrior defense. Number 9, Cam Sanders. Number 58, Taryn Macklin.
And Diesel Stewart was there. That play wasn't going anywhere.
So this 3rd and 8. 10-16 left to go in the affair.
Probably going to try a pass here.
Caleb Tubbs on press coverage. Throws this ball. It's going to be cut. No, incomplete.
Oh,
He had 7 blue beat, but he dropped that ball.
that ball was right in the bread basket is the way it looked from here. You can see on replay, but I thought that was a very good pass. I don't think Blue touched the ball. I don't think it was deflected.
So it's going to bring it to 4th and 8. Looks like the Knights are going to have to kick this ball. This is where Tyron Bowler, try to get too cute on this. Because it looks like Kings has been winning the battle of the lucky bounces. So kick is up. Tyron Bowler runs up under it. Catches it at the 45 of Kings. Falls down. And they get him thrown down at the Kings' 41-yard line, where the Warriors have come out and put it in gear.
Kings did a good job of covering that punt. Got down the field quickly. But the Warriors are starting in pretty good shape here.
Yeah, this is where if you're Kings, you have to dislodge somebody from this ball to have a chance to do something. Because if you let the Warriors just grind it out from here, the clock is going to be 8 up.
Yeah, the Warriors are in a strong position here. As long as they hang on to the ball.
Looks like Kings is thinking about coming with the corner blitz. Wingfield stiff arms this guy, still on his feet, down the sideline, 20, 15, finally knocked out of bounds at the 10-yard line of the Kings Knights.
The flag.
So we see this penalty flag laying out there on the 30-yard line, holding against Winton Woods, and Warrior Nation doesn't agree with this call. Yeah, I don't see it. Because all the Warriors guys are just standing, nobody's even in front of. Oh, okay. That ticky-tack thing? Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, so.
Warriors have another big gainer called back.
This is where the Warriors gotta just, hang tough, get some yards.
I think they called Tyron Bowler there.
Again, that's where these visiting officials, they can't. Nice catch, but no gain on the play. Clock running, 9:25 left to go.
The Bowler didn't have anywhere to go here. 1, 2, 3 Kings over there.
They're not getting these perimeter blocks like they usually get.
No, they're not.
Wakefield puts it in Spike's gut. Spike's still on his feet. Whistle finally blows.
Third and 6? Yeah.
3rd and 6, so the Warriors need to keep this ball. They need to keep this clock running. Timeout called. Winton Woods.
Yeah, an important moment in the game here. If the Warriors can pick up a first down, they'll keep that clock running for another few minutes and be in a real strong position. If Kings can stop them, Kings gets the ball back. They have plenty of time.
Yeah, so it's up to the Warriors to kind of, like you said, hang on to this ball, keep making first downs.
The Wingfield keepers have obviously been working, so maybe that's what they'll try here.
But at some point, somebody else has to be able to get a first down for them. Because you need Wingfield. I mean, it's a little bit too early to go visit here, but you need Wingfield for next week. You can't use them all up trying to win this game tonight.
Yeah, you do have to keep something in reserve here. You have to believe you're going to win, believe you're going to be playing next week.
So here comes the Warrior offense on the field to address this 3rd and 6. like Wingfield's going to be back there by himself.
4 receivers out there.
Wingfield waiting for the snap. Got everybody set. There's a snap. He's going to run straight northward. He gets around a tackle, and he's down to the 30-yard line. Looks like it's going to be close to a first down.
I think they're going to spot him just short. The Kings Knights, I thought they were going to get him right there, but no, he eluded the tackle. Yeah,
well, if they don't get cute, they should be able to muscle in here. Clock moving, 8 minutes left.
Yeah, they only need to pick up a yard. Yeah, 1 yard will do it.
Let's see, he's back here. 4 yards off the line of scrimmage. We'll have to see what they come up with. Either way, this is what they had to do. It isn't like they were going to kick a field goal. Wingfield muscles in there, picks up the first down. They finally get him shoved out of bounds on the Kings' 25-yard line.
Yeah, Wingfield's strength throughout this one powers his way on through. Finally knock him out of bounds with first down Warriors.
Now they got to tell the Warriors, don't run out of bounds. Keep the clock moving. Wingfield gives the Spikes. Spikes up the field, picks up about 4 yards inside the 20, about to the 17.
He picked up about 7-8 yards on that.
Clock moving, 7:05. Michael Wingfield gives his ball to Spikes. They got Spikes pinned in and knocked down for a loss.
The timing didn't look right on that play, did it?
It was just somebody crashed everything. Big penetration there by.
Ooh, Spikes almost lost that ball. It was close.
3rd and 7. This is where the Warriors need to pick up, even if they can get 5 of these yards. Wingfield throws his ball, and this ball's caught. Guy had to take a knee. Tyron Bowler, and that's the first down.
The Bowler just ran across the line where he had to be. He had to get there to the 15-yard line to get the first down. He just stepped right over it, turned around, and the ball was there.
That's execution on all parts.
It was.
Okay, so clock moving, 6:09, 6:09. Wingfield, get that ball. He runs straight ahead. That was kind of like a lackadaisical snap.
Yeah, that was a close call, but Wingfield was on the ball there in the sense of being alert.
Yeah, see, in the offensive line, they're coming off that ball. They're firing off that ball as a unit now.
Yeah, we've got real energy here in the second half.
Nate Mefford on the sideline getting his foot warmed up with this net. Wingfield waiting for the snap. He gives it to Spikes. Spikes runs in there, but he's stopped. It looks like it's going to be 3rd down in the long one.
3rd and 2.
Clock still moving. Under 5 minutes left to go now in this game.
I'm going to guess Wingfield keeper.
3rd and 2. Wingfield looking back at Spikes. Which one of us wants to do the honors? Spikes takes off. It looks like Wingfield will do the honors. But they got him in the backfield thrown down.
Yeah, I thought they'd run Wingfield, and I think all the Kings Knights did too. So here, Jake, what do? You kick the field goal and try to get the 10-point lead?
Yeah, you got to take the field goal here if you can get it. Yeah, here's Nate Mefford, number 31.
I found it interesting. The Warriors brought their field goal kicker out to practice during halftime. And I think clearly Coach Parker thought that the game might come down to something like this.
Well, you know, Coach Parker, I think, has had the luxury, from what I've seen this year, where he hasn't had to have these guys. So, you know, it's not like he's been over-relying on these kickers.
No, they haven't played that big of a role so far this season.
Flag.
Oh.
Too much time. So that's going to make this a little bit more interesting. Yeah, the same thing last time they tried to kick.
That's the second time they've had to delay a game on a kick. Okay, so that's going to make it a 32-yard attempt.
And because I don't think they've had that many, where they've lined up for all that many field goals this year.
No.
Here's Mefford. Going to try it again, waiting for the snap. Tubbs got the hold down. And that kick is up, and that kick is good. So with 3:24 left in the game here, we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 20 and the visiting Knights of Kings 10.
What a huge field goal. You got a 10-point lead with 3 minutes and 24 seconds in the game.
You know, it's good to see Coach Parker, you know, not forcing the issue, just going ahead, take the points.
Yeah.
You know, that's what you got this guy Nate Mefford for. Got a big foot on him, big leg where.
The field goal Mefford made earlier in the game, the one right at the buzzer at halftime, barely cleared the uprights. It was over at the uprights by maybe a couple or 3 feet. This one had a huge margin.
Well, yeah.
This kick would have been a field goal from much further back.
Well, this is where the Warriors special teams is going to have to show up. There's very few plays that, you know, kickoffs that they have to do this year that's going to have the impact of this one, because they can't allow a big return. Certainly can't allow a touchdown, but they got to get up here and smush somebody. And Mefford steps off into this kick. Caught on the 5 by Kings. And he's tripped up. Number 19, Logan Lawson.
Yeah. Number 18. It was 18. It was Kenny Easley. Yeah, what a great one-on-one tackle. I was watching and thinking, boy, if the Kings guy got past that one tackler, he was going to get some good yards, but it didn't happen.
So here's the Warrior defense. Again, they knew that they had to show up to win this game. They averaged giving up 13 points a game. Right now, they're beating that average where these guys only got 10 points. 3:20 left to go. Coker rolls right. Oh, it's incomplete. What a lick.
Yeah, I think the receiver knew that was coming, and that's why he dropped the ball.
Was that 7 Blue that did that to this guy?
Yes, it was.
7 Blue.
Yeah, the receiver is number 11, Andy Bauman, and he knew that was coming. And so the ball was right in his hands, but he just didn't make the catch. I guess on some level it wouldn't have mattered too much because he wasn't going anywhere.
Come on, defense, pay attention now. Trying to run for it, but Andrew Booker said, I don't think so. Andrew Booker was in on the blitz, and his blitzing lane was the escape route for Coker. Let's see on the replay here.
Yeah, Diesel Stewart gets in here too and forces the quarterback to move.
So this is where defense has to keep smelling it like they are. Third and 15. 2:40 left to go in the game here. Rolling out to his right. Throws his ball. Incomplete.
Flag.
Oh, so
The Winton Woods cover guy might have bumped into him. It's on the far side of the field from where we are. My eyesight isn't what it used to be. Yeah, that's he did interfere.
So we got a Kings Knight on the ground in front at the feet of the ref.
Here's the interference call. Calling it on number 24. Jenkins. Okay, so it gives the Knights a first down.
I think the Warriors defense, even though they want to make sure they keep everything in front of them, they still got to press cover these guys. Can't have no catch and run, big play here.
3 wideouts on the left here on the bottom of the screen. Signaling pass.
Kings rolling. Looking to throw. This ball is caught and he's hammered. He's going to be short of the first down.
Not by much though.
But he's sure this guy's trying to give him a generous spot, but he's short of that first down.
Yeah, about a yard short, yard and a half short. It was good completion.
Looking to throw.
Screen
Pass caught. He's got blockers. They finally get him down at the Kings 47-yard line.
This is a very well executed screen pass. Get the blockers, rushers in, and get out to the.
So they call holding on Kings.
Ooh. Well, so much for the great executed screen pass. Holding on Kings.
153. Big number left on the scoreboard. Winton Woods up 20-10.
Oh yeah, one of the Kings grabbed. I think they were grabbing number 44.
Looking to throw. He's got protection. Throws his ball.
Oh, what a
ball's caught.
No, he
dropped that pass.
I thought he made a brilliant catch, but he dropped it.
Why do they keep picking on number 24, Quentin Jenkins?
He just couldn't hang on to the ball. It was an incredibly good pass. Landed right in his hands. It was a real tough catch. That over-the-shoulder thing is really hard to do. But the receiver had it in his hands. Just couldn't keep his hands on it.
3rd and 18. You see the Warriors, they got a good crowd down there waiting the outcome of this game.
It was a late arriving crowd, but it turned out to be a big crowd.
Almost went through the 5-hole on this guy. He gets it, trying to make a play, but this pass is incomplete.
Fourth
and 18, desperation time for Kings.
Well, this is where he could, in desperation, wind up throwing that room service interception that we all like to end the ball game. And here's Kings. Coker rolling to his right, stops and throws. This ball is incomplete off the hands of his intended receiver.
Yeah, Tubbs is back there in the coverage. I'm wondering if Tubbs tipped that ball.
That's Caleb Tubbs. You know, he's a verbal commit to Miami of Ohio.
Late flag.
Oh, goodness. What's this late flag about?
I think it was Crumpley said something. I'm not sure what happened here.
Thank you.
But the referee was standing next to number 6 when he threw it. Unsportsmanlike. I think that was after the play. I think this is Winton Woods' ball, but they're going to move him back 15 yards, I believe is what the outcome will be here. That's got to drive the coach nuts.
Yeah, I mean, he did all he could. He brought the officials here to work the practice. He raised the hockey sticks that he had to raise with him, you know, and it's after a while, it's up to the guys. They didn't start playing football yesterday.
Yeah, it's the outcome. It's the Warriors' ball. And starting on the 31 instead of the 16.
This is where, if you're Winton Woods, you still just can't get sloppy. There's the give. Tyreek Spikes. You know, the Warriors have played a good shoulder to the grindstone game. They have really fought hard.
The defense done very well because you look at the scoreboard and Kings has 10 points. 3 of them came on a blocked punt.
There you go, yeah. Oh, 7 of them came on a block.
Is that 7? Yeah, what am I saying? Yeah, 7. So Kings really only scored 3 points on the Winton Woods defense.
Well, we see the clock running down here. It's under 40 seconds, and so they're going to take the penalty.
That'll be it.
Well, Tom, you've been sitting up here with me. What are your thoughts on this season of watching Winton Woods Warriors?
It's been quite a season. You have to win. You have to go through 7 rounds to win a state championship, and the Warriors have now completed 4. They're past the halfway point, and it's possible. All things are possible. What a team! We've talked about success by committee. There's so many good players on this team. It's very impressive. I wish them well.
And you're right about the success by committee, Tom. These guys have played as a team unit all year, and I'm very proud of them. And as the clock is rolled down to 000, I just want to remind everyone that on the tough road tour of life, remember, whether it's Vini, Vidi, Vici, or win, lose, or draw, it's priceless to have leadership like Dre or my pa. So, that'll do it from Frederick Stadium. Tom Hall, my partner, thanks for sitting in with me all year. I don't know where we're going to be next year. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, we're told we might even be here next week. So, Tom Hall, my partner, and Tony in the truck, all the camera people and the operators, thank you. Waycross Community Media's fine resources. And we'll be back soon in another game of Winton Woods football.